Yeah.
Did you guys make it?
No, they were going to go back to talking to their all the people at the house and ask what they thought was the best sort of tribute slogan or imagery. They've got some artists that they work with there that they thought maybe would be interested in working on it collaboratively. So we're just waiting to hear what the feedback is there.
And eventually, a couple of graffiti artists from a crew called Raxart showed me a sketch that they wanted to do, and it was a crowd being attacked by the riot police, and one of the paint bombs that was up on the mural was incorporated into the narrative of the piece as if the cops were throwing the paint bombs. So that piece that the Raxart guys did came out amazingly. They worked for 2 days through the night. It turned out so well, and sure enough, a few days later, someone came and did a huge fire extinguisher on it. I thought it would be respected because here are guys who were part of the youth house creating something that told the story of the youth house that really was about justice, which my piece was about justice. So we were on the same page there, but it was coming from two different perspectives. And that the youth house perspective was represented, and it was represented so beautifully and powerfully, I thought was gonna be all that it took for the piece to be looked at as a triumph. But it only takes one person to destroy. It's so much easier to destroy than to create. And actually the natural state of things is chaos. It takes much more effort to build and preserve than it does to destroy. But then some people use that idea of fighting the establishment as an excuse to just fight great things.
Do we have another top?
Shallow? Just do Andre, yeah, do the top of the head or something right there.
While I was in Copenhagen, I stayed extremely busy hanging the show, working on murals, but this was all leading up to the art opening. The work I'm showing in the exhibition is a combination of paintings, screen prints, retired stencils that I've used to spray paint on the street and in my studio. I'm showing almost every step that I use in my process to create art. And there's a range of different subjects and topics in the show, but the general themes that I approach are peace, human rights, questioning authority, questioning politics, and celebrating my love of music. The night of the opening was really amazing. There was a big crowd there. It was great to ride up on my bike and see a bunch of people already there out in the parking lot.
Ain't no future in the youth. No more culture than your crew.
And then after the art show, there was an after party. Was really looking forward to that, just having some beers, blowing off steam, and I was going to be DJing there. Sure enough, the after party was great. It was hot in there. There was sweat dripping off the ceiling. The tunes were excellent. The punk rock band was awesome. I had a lot of fun playing, the sort of celebratory climax of the whole trip. I was feeling good. About 4 o'clock in the morning, I decided it was time to go home. So we left the club, walked out. There's still a lot of people out in the alleyway, and as I was walking down the alley, somebody started yelling, "Fuck you, Obama, Illuminati, go back to America." And I turned around and there was a young guy, maybe 19 or 20, standing by himself. So I walked up to the guy and asked him why he was saying this stuff to me and what his problem was with me. And he said, "You have the problem, man, you have the problem," and did this sort of chest push. Okay, there's people around, I guess he's got to act tough for a second. And then I get punched in the face from somebody I never saw. Obviously he had friends with him. My wife is screaming. And then I noticed that Romeo from Obey Clothing has 2 guys on top of him. So I jumped in, you know, punched one of the guys to just get him off of Romeo. Then I caught a nice one right in the eye. You know, it was total ambush, sucker punch style. But it was all over very quickly. Then they ran away. I was a little bit frustrated just because I thought that these guys were looking for trouble, and what made them feel like starting a fight with me, I think, was based on the very, very flimsy justification that I was a bad guy. I was an American capitalist, imperialist, insensitive to the punk house, all the stuff that the newspaper had drummed up that was completely false. You know, I just thought, what a sad situation that was what they wanted to do, and it was potentially created by irresponsible misinformation in the media, and that I was entangled in this when I really was just trying to make nothing but positive impact there. I never got into art or anything that I do for financial reward. I still believe in the things I've always believed in, and the resources I have now just allow me to take my punk rock ethos further. I'm not saying everything I've ever done has been the right decision, but I'm evolving constantly, and that's you know, that's important. And it's always with the punk rock ideals that I established in my late teens and early 20s intact.
1, 2, 3, 4. Baby, you did wrong. Whoa, darling, you did wrong. I know that I am dead on when I say you don't know me. You did wrong. Come. Hey, don't be afraid of me, even though it's just the 2 of us on the street. You know a man like me means you know harm. I just got something to say, hopefully something that'll brighten up your day. Let me get it out and I'll move on. Even though I don't look hard, I still got my heart. You know I'm a person too, even though you might not think it's true. Dead wrong. Yeah, you dead wrong. Whoa, you dead wrong. Yeah, you dead wrong.
What happened?
Knee to the forehead, man.
Why didn't you beat him up, dude?
I fucking fucked them up. I foreheaded somebody.
You foreheaded somebody's knee.
Yeah. I fucked up his knee, dog.